All right, everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. Welcome to the call today. We're going to be going over how to generate new construction leads. And Kristen May, thank you, Aaron. Awesome. I didn't see what Aaron did, but thank you, Aaron. Let's see. Yes. Okay, got it. Awesome. Good stuff there. So go ahead, let me know that we are all good to go. Let me know where you're coming in from. Maybe I always like to imagine people in different parts of the country, whether you're in Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, California, Nevada, what have you. So welcome into the call. One of the things I'm going to be going over today is how to market new construction units. So particular new construction property like a home or a condo. Also going to be talking about new construction developments. So we're going to get into that a little bit. And then if anybody has an IDX with new construction as an option, you want to drop it into the, drop your website URL into the chat. I will show how to do a custom Facebook lead ad directing right to your IDX. So that's something that we can do as well. So not every IDX will have it, but I think most do. So you can literally have a ad on Facebook, all right, and then it goes right to your IDX. So if you've got that, go ahead and drop that link into the chat and I will take a look at it. In the meantime, I am currently at listingstoleads.com and I'm going to drop that link right here. So if you are a client, log in if you have a chance. If you got two screens, go ahead and log in. These are always working sessions. So we're not sitting here doing a massive sales pitch and talking theory. We're actually doing things that clients are doing that are successful. So, and if you're not a client, sign up for your free trial. And before we get into it, I'm going to show you an ad. So I'm going to click show ad and then give it a second to populate on Facebook. And oh, look, there we are. Very nice. So I'm going to scroll down. And so here's an ad. Now, this could be a development. This is a particular unit. Okay. So you may have, like, for example, 25 new homes in a new construction development. And I could either market the entire development or I could market one of the homes in the development, which is what I'm doing here. And it says, for sale in Granite Bay. Welcome to the brand new luxury residence in the Hillcrest community. My image says new construction in Granite Bay. And I've got zero down and down payment assistance options available. That could have said builder incentives available, things like that. It just gets people more excited about clicking on it. And when I do click on it, check this out. Check out these questions I have to answer before I get to name, email, and phone number. These questions, I'm going to show you how to add them to your ad to get even better follow-up, all right, and even engage with more of these people. So I'm going to say, yes, send me the specials. Would you like a list of price reduced homes for sale? It's optional. We got 20 different questions you can add. And then what is your time frame to buy? Continue. We got name, email, phone number. They hit continue, submit. So just from here, it's just the standard Facebook stuff. I'm going to view the listing or view the property. And boom, here we go. So here, the builder had a really nice video. And so I used the video as well. Kind of cool. Got my property description. If they got a 3D tour, all the photos, my 100-point home marketing plan. Someone said the stream stopped. Is everybody able to see me okay? Oh, Terry Ann. How you doing, Terry Ann? Good to see you. Everybody see me okay? Everybody hear me okay? Let me know real quickly here. Let me get a little, are we good? Robert says we are good. All right. Libby, are you okay now? Hopefully you're okay. All right. Awesome. So that's, for example, that's a great ad that we can do. And so I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that and plus a number of other things. So with that, I also dropped this link into the chat, and I'm going to drop that in again. If you're watching the recording, it's just listings2leads.com/new construction. And here you're going to see just a nice overview. All right. So talking about new construction homes and developments can be a gold mine for you as an agent. I've got examples of different landing pages. So this is a default landing page that's in your account. I've customized mine, so mine will look different than what yours does. We've got all sorts of custom landing pages. I can create a lot of different landing pages for different new construction developments. I could also just have a landing page for all new construction in the area. And if I scroll down here, all right, so there's a lot of ways, new construction, right? That's a massive topic. One of the things I think that all of you should be doing is, get to know all the different new construction in your area. So go out and identify. And, if there's one or two that you really want to focus on and market, that's a great start, right? Now you should know all of them, but have a couple that you're going to really promote. 2, gather information. So put together a file. All right. You should really have a file, a folder on your computer, a hard copy file of any kind of sales material, brochures, and things like that they may have. Gather some information. And then, one of the things I would do is I would throw all of that into your favorite AI program, ask it for a blog post. All right. One of the things I always do is say, please write this blog post optimized for engagement, SEO, and AEO. So that's AI search. All right. And then take that. And if your website allows for custom pages, put that on your website. All right. Put that on your website, because then that way, it can help you get found in AI when people are searching for that new construction development. B, it's a great resource for your buyers. And then C, it's just great for you. All right. It's gonna get you more informed and more educated. If you do a write-up, always make sure, it's easy to create content in AI. Where I spend most of my time, and I think everybody should, is in the editing. So, go ahead and let AI write up the article like I mentioned. So get all the information you can. Don't worry so much about, organizing it too much. Just put it in your favorite AI program and just say, hey, listen, I want to write this. I want to put this on my website as a custom page to attract and inform and engage potential home buyers that would be interested in new construction. Please write this as a 500, 1,000 word blog post optimized for engagement, SEO, and AEO. It's going to pop it out in like 15 to 30 seconds. And then you should spend 10 minutes, 30 minutes, depends on your inclination, and go through and edit that and then put that on your website. All right. Put that on your website. It's just a great, great resource, like I said, for so many different reasons. All right. So step 3 is marketing either specific units, like I said right here, or the entire community. So 3A is marketing specific properties. And then 3B here I've got, which is marketing the entire project. Now, if you're going to market a specific unit, we're just going to add it to listings to leads like a normal listing. You may be able to grab it. So put in the MLS ID and the zip code, grab it. You may have to add it, which would take 2 to 3 minutes to do. And get that, put it in your listings to leads account. If you're going to market the community, you could either use the free home buyers landing page, customize it a little bit, and or create a brand new landing page. And so again, you're going to see here some examples. So this is my new construction landing page. And check out that domain, folsombrandnewhomesnow.com. And again, I customize mine for new construction homes at El Dorado, 3.99% special financing if signed by March 30th. All right, got a little bit of information. So I'll be showing you how to customize that landing page. And then you can create as many custom. So if there were like 4 or 5 different new construction projects in your area that you want to create landing pages for, you can totally do it. Just takes a few minutes and you're off and running. And then a little bit later, when you get a little bit better at this and you start getting a little bit more experience, I have had a lot of people tell me, all right, someone says it's frozen for me. All right, I apologize for everybody, but are we good or not good? In fact, let me do one thing here. Sometimes I forget to do this. I'm going to get off the wireless. I am hardwired. I forgot to turn off my wireless. So let me know if we're good or not. Are we good? Are we good? I know I hate watching webinars when they just freeze constantly. So Robert says we're good. So Robert is still good. All right, Robert, thank you so much. All right. As I was mentioning, step 4 is, build relationships with the developers. All right. Most developers, builders in your area, and they may be a small, local shop. It might be a flipper. It might be whatever. Usually, not always, but usually they're not the best in marketing. A lot of times the photos leave a lot to be desired. The marketing leaves a lot to be desired. And I have had we have had quite a few clients do really well in marketing new construction and then develop relationships and either become like the de facto marketing agent for them, the exclusive listing agent for them. When the builder sees how great you can market using the Listings to Leads program. So definitely check that out. And here's step 5. I just kind of mentioned that already. All right. Partner with the builder or developer as their marketing arm. And I've had people do that. I've had people literally put together a presentation, right, where Listings to Leads was kind of a major component of it, and go to that builder, go to that developer, and pitch the idea that, hey, listen, you're building homes, you've got the inventory. Let me either as your exclusive agent or at least as a, like preferred marketing agent for you, market your properties, right? So with that, let's get into your account. So I've logged into Listings to Leads. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Listings and I'm going to market a property that is new construction. So there's this, there's no seller per se. So we're not doing, we're not going to be doing the nearby homeowner letters. We're not going to be doing the stuff for the seller, but we do have a few things that we will do that can make a big impact. All right. Erin says she's back. All right. Awesome. Erin, welcome back. So if you need help or if you need to get the listing into your account, there's a couple of ways. So add listing, and you can attempt to grab it by adding the zip code, the MLS listing ID. So if it's on Zillow, then it can be grabbed, typically. Worst case, manual. And what I would do is, whether it's just listed or active, custom banner, I would put new construction. You can put a headline if you want. If you don't, it's not necessary, right? Just put in street address, price, bed, bath, copy in the property description, save and add photos. All right. Add the photos. That might take might take a few minutes, right? Just save the photos from wherever you're going to get them from, and then put them into your, upload them right here. Once you do that, you're going to be done. So it'll take 3 to 4 minutes max is what it should take you. Obviously, get permission from the builder or developer. Most of the time, they're going to say yes. They got inventory. They want to sell it. And the only thing I'll say about that is, make sure you can stand behind what you're selling. Now, you are not the builder. You are not the developer. You are not the one that got out there with the hammer and nails and was putting it together. But it is your client. And in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to want them as a referral. You're going to want them as a referral in 2 years, 1 year. And so if you get them into a new construction with bad quality and it's got a lot of issues, then that's not going to work so well. And you're not wasting your time, but you're not getting the full benefit from that client. If you think about it, every client the value of a client is not just in the client, it's also in the referrals, it's in the reviews, it's in the relationship. So if we put a client into a bad property, all right, because we're not, being our fiduciary responsibility, and kind of, letting them know, hey, listen, this has a lot of bad press. There's stories about it. There's cases where people have had issues with this developer or this development. So just, make sure that you're their advocate. All right. Don't let them buy into something bad uh, without at least educating them as much as possible. Does that make sense? All right. So we always want to be the advocate for our clients as much as possible. Now, if they want to buy something, so be it. But at least I will have had a conversation with them and be able to make sure that they understand if there are any issues that I, as an agent, know about, all right, regarding any particular new construction. So just kind of keep that in mind. So once you got the unit, so it could be a condo, could be a single family home. I'm going to click. So it's this listing right here, 4704. I'm going to click market listing, Facebook ads. And so here we go. Here's the workspace. So I'm going to do a Facebook ad. Now, remember, we had those custom questions. We had some custom stuff on the image itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Just takes a second. First of all, I can customize the text if I want to. And I got location. So I got Granite Bay. Now, if I want to, let's say you're in Southwest Florida, or maybe you're in Dallas and you want to attract people from Chicago, you can do that, Chicago. But the thing I'm going to tell you is, think about how big Chicago, how many millions of people are in Chicago. When we run a Facebook ad for our area, we want to spend about $1 a day. I'm $1 a day, excuse me, $10 a day. But if I'm going to add more locations, you're going to want to add another $10 per location. So, just keep in mind. But if I just run it for my own area, $10 a day is where you want to be at. If you run it for less, it's almost not enough gas for the algorithm to really get it out there properly. So $10 a day is what I really consider the minimum. We got people that do 20, 30 bucks a day. We default to 35 only because that's the minimum. And I don't want to force someone to have to do $10 a day, but you really should be doing $10 a day. And so I'm going to put in 70 because the ad's going to run for 1 week by default. Now I can always extend it. I can turn it off, so on and so forth. But now I'm going to click change template. Now I can upload a custom image. I can edit this one. So we got different templates below here. So I can there's a scroll bar and there's all these different templates. But I do like the top one, or the first one here, where the home is on top. And where it says new construction in Granite Bay, 0 down or down payment assistance options available. There's a little edit icon on the top left. And now I can edit each of these items. So I can edit the text. I can edit the images. So I can upload a different image in place of the spot right there. So each of these images is completely editable. I can change the color of the image itself, although I do like red. And that is because, Facebook is mostly white and blue. And so I want to stand out. I want to have a lot of contrast. So I like colors, but not, that's more of a personal thing. Because I've seen any kind of ad can do well. So, but to that point, I do like to have a little bit of contrast. So then I can even do a video. So if you're wanting to do video, you could add a video. Let me show you. Change image and video. So if you want to upload a completely new image, maybe you got something from Canva, maybe you got something from the builder themselves that you want to use, you can upload it. And like I mentioned, I can even add video. I don't even know what that video is, but a man wearing a suit, but I can also upload my own video. And then the last thing I'm going to mention is those questions, all right? Those custom questions, especially for new construction. This is awesome. So click advanced options, super easy. Advanced options, open it up, create new form. And then right here, it says form questions. Now we got default. I believe the default is what is your time frame to buy? Yeah, what is your time frame to buy? And would you like my free ultimate guide to buying a home? I'm going to turn that off. And the last one that's turned on by default is, do you have a home to sell? All right. Now, in fact, we just added 3 new questions for reverse mortgages. So I'm actually working with a client on a reverse mortgage funnel. And so we got, what is the age of the youngest borrower? Is your current home your primary residence? And what is your biggest goal for your next move? Right? So yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to get that live. But back to new construction. Now we got all these other questions that are available. So check this out. I could let me see here. Right there. Would you like me to send you current builder incentives or specials for new construction? To me, that's a obvious one. And would you like a list of price reduced homes for sale? That could be a great one as well. Desired price range. Are you working with a lender? Right? A lot of great stuff. Now, you can also drag and drop the questions. And so I'm going to do that. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want the question, would you like me to send you current builder incentives on top? So now see right here, top right. So question number 1, would you like me to send you current builder incentives or specials? That is an obvious. So if I'm running an ad for new construction, whether it's to my website, IDX, or to something like this, or it could be a landing page, of course, most people clicking on that are going to say yes to wanting the current builder incentives. So that gives you a phenomenal follow-up point, right? So when you're following up with these people that say yes, right, a great question would be something to the effect of, oh my gosh, froze again? Is it my end or is it y'all, like individual people might be freezing? Because some people say I'm good. Some people say I'm freezing. Let me know. I know this morning our internet went out earlier, but then I should be good to go. I know this. Are we good? Robert says we froze. Yeah, Charles says we're good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's internet issues around the country today. Every so often, like the Amazon web servers get knocked out. Maybe that's what's happening. All right, Charles, thank you so much. We're good. Perfect. Thank you. So you get the idea, right? So 3 questions. I'm going to click the green create form. Once I like what I got for the questions. And I'm not, you can retarget, you can do a custom audience. For this, I'm not going to do that. And just create ad. We've got to have 2 things with the Listing Leads Facebook and Instagram ad platform. And this will go to Instagram as well. I think we got the most powerful and the easiest way to do Facebook ads, because you saw right here, I'm not in the ads manager. It's very simple. There's just a couple of things I have to do. And then under advanced options with those create, new questions. If I want to retarget, if I want to do a custom audience, I can change, audience network and all that stuff. I can add different interests. Right? We got all that set up by default for you, but you got the ability to go in and optimize or edit any of that stuff. But most people leave it alone and they get great response. All right, now check this out. That's going to be sent to Facebook. It will be approved in 10 to 20 minutes. and then I'll get a notification letting me know it's good. And while I'm here, check this out, AI text follow-up. I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you do the AI text follow-up if you don't have it already with your CRM. So if you've got AI text follow-up, you're good to go. But this is absolutely phenomenal because it will engage the lead immediately. And that way, right, the whole speed to lead and all that kind of stuff is really done for you. You are still going to want to follow up with them. So you are still going to want to follow up. You got a time block, 30 to 60 minutes a day, call through all of your new leads, follow up with your old leads. So that is not taken off your plate, but the AI text can engage them right away. All right. It'll engage them right away and it will keep pinging them, and it'll make different offers. It'll try to set up an appointment for you. It's gonna do a number of different things to get that lead to engage, to give you a follow-up activity, right, to engage with that lead. So I highly recommend the AI text follow-up. Just all you have to do is if you click subscribe, you can pick which plan you want. Just go with the 50. Hit next. You're going to it's either confirm your credit card, and then it's select your AI agent name, and then it's, do you want it for buyer leads, seller leads, or both? It'll take you a minute to get through it. Super, super, super easy. I would post it on my social media. So I would definitely, definitely, definitely post it on my social media. So, right, get that up on our social media. You can Facebook, Instagram, Google, X, and LinkedIn. You can do carousel. You can do single. There's no seller. We're not going to worry about postcards. Now, the e-flyer for your database, I would absolutely do this one as well, right? Kind of like the deal of the week or the new construction highlight of the week, all right? And I would send that to my database because automatically everything is done. You don't need Canva, right? That's going to go right to the property website automatically. And people can get their home value estimate, and your listings to leads, lead gen signature is at the bottom. So these e-flyers are ready to go. All you have to do, the easiest thing to do is now I can edit it here. I got two ways of getting it to my CRM. I can either copy the code and go to my CRM. This is a little bit of a harder way. I'm going to show you the easier way next. So I might go, like, this could be Follow Up Boss, this could be Lofty, this could be Sierra. And I might say, new construction or sale builder incentives, like down payment assistance, whatever you might want to mention. That's my subject line. And then it's going to be, when I get to the place where I write up the email, like right here, because I copied the code, I'm going to be adding code. So I'm going to click right here where it says HTML code. You'll see it in your editor. Sometimes it says source. You just click it, paste it in like I just did, and look at it. Now I'm good to go. I'm going to lose the tag, and there we go. Beautiful. The other way of doing this is, so come back, right? So you got your blank editor. The other really easy way to do this is just highlight the e-flyer. All right. And I'll tell you what, perfect. So just highlight and copy, go to your CRM and just paste it in. Perfect. Look at that. Everything looks perfect. I can edit it here before I send it out if I want to. And then boom, get that to my database. So I would, maybe you send it to your buyer leads. If it's a middle to higher end new construction, send it to all of your leads, because you may have homeowners that want to downsize, that are looking for a new home to upsize. So I would send it to my buyer and just to my entire database. And that might be by new construction deal of the week, because again, a lot of new construction, they've got different builder incentives, rate buy downs, uh, uh, the design center credits, right? All sorts of things that builders are doing to get that inventory moved. So I would take that as a great opportunity. And then again, like I mentioned earlier, you are providing a service to your client base by promoting good quality, all right, new construction versus a lot of that garbage that might be out there in your area. All right. We all know there's certain builders that have reputations, and we don't want to be a part of that. All right. So we want to be promoting good quality new construction. So add social media posts, the e-flyer to your database. Now, I would also, and you're going to see here, if I go back to the overview, step-by-step guide, learn more, and I'm going to give you this link, but I want to show you if I've got, yeah, right here. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Click here to see examples. All right, I'm going to click on that. And it's using Instagram stories in particular. All right, check this out. For it says open house, but I could say new construction. And I got a link on my Instagram story right to the property website. And I got a poll looking to buy a home in the next 12 months, and people can engage. I've got another, again, this could be a new construction kitchen, right? Put new construction on this, and it says 6 things to check before buying a home. And this is just going to a landing page right from Instagram stories for buyers. And I could even do, for example, we got the new construction PDF guide, which I'll show you here in a little bit, right? Another one, right? New construction in Folsom, new construction, link to ultimate guide. So if you're going to market new construction, I would highly recommend every day post a story about it. Oh, post a story about it, okay? They're free, they're easy, right? You could do a little, like you saw in my examples right there, you could do a little video clip, you could do an image, it could be a video of you talking, right? There's all sorts of things that you can do on Instagram stories in particular. And the really powerful thing about Instagram stories is they flow through to Facebook. So they sit at the top of the Facebook wall. So as all your friends and all the people that are connected to you are scrolling through Facebook, they're going to see that Instagram story that you did on Facebook. Some of you may not have known that, but that is a super, super powerful thing that happened not too long ago. So it's really, really awesome. So make sure you check that out. Okay. Let me find Terry Ann. Let me go back and find your website. Give me a second here. So I'm going to show you now how to do an IDX to your website, and then we're going to go to the PDF, and then we're going to go to the landing pages. So give me a second. So newestateonly.com. Let me see. New estate only. Unfortunately, the links are not clickable. Okay. Terry Ann, is this it right here? Let me see. And then no. Oh, what I miss? Give me a second here. Let me see. Give me a second. Sorry, everybody. New estate only. New estate only. Oh, I don't know what did I miss? Well, I can't go to the whole thing. I just need a I just need the regular domain, right? Because I can't click a link. So I mean, here, let me try this. landing TE 1772 TERRY and underscore. Okay. All right. So here, so Florida, search by county, project name. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Elevated at Sonoma, under construction. Ah, okay. So let me show you. So let's say this is your, she's got new construction right here. In listings to leads. Let me go back here. All right, listings to leads. I'm gonna go to ads. So anybody can do this. So if your IDX website, so your normal IDX website has new construction, it might be a search filter, right? So when you do a search filter for homes for sale in your area, where you got pool, new construction, things like that, check new construction so that that link, right, will show all new construction. And then you want to advertise it. So go create under ads, and you can do Google too. Create Facebook ad, and I'm going to do custom, and I'm going to say IDX new construction, lead ad, buyer leads, create ad. I'm going to put the link. Now this probably won't catch anything, but it may. Yeah, that's not what we're going to want, obviously. And I'm going to grab some ad copy. So let me grab it on my other monitor, and I'm going to bring it over. And this is great copy that's worked in a number of markets. So here's so this ad copy. Now, new construction can be a little bit different, but we're just going to start with this. So it says primary text. So, type or paste in the text you want to use. And so I'm going to say, looking for a new construction home. And I might say, with pools, single story options near shopping, like that. Get a free list of new construction homes, updated every 15 minutes from the MLS. Now, obviously, with the page like what Terry here, I'm not sure if that's really from the MLS. So you're just going to edit this to be appropriate for what you got there. And I'm going to add the emoji. You can do the green check mark, or you can do this one. And then just make a list. It doesn't have to be 5. It can be 3 or 4. Well, I got 4. It can be, 2 or 3. I'm going to tap to view all new construction homes instantly. And then headline, tap learn more to view now. Description, new and Orlando. Terry, I can't remember exactly, but I think you're somewhere near Orlando, and that's fine. And actually, for new construction up here, I'm going to say builder incentives, down payment options, and I might say and low, or even 0, right? and 0 down payment options. So whatever's appropriate. Location, Orlando. Budget, again, I'm going to run it for a week by default, so $70. One week. Now for edit, or for video and image and video, I would grab, for new construction, I would grab like 3 or 4 photos. So you can just save the photos, Terry, from that website, just save them to your computer and then use those photos. Normally, I don't like to do carousel, but when I'm doing a custom list of, I kind of like it because it shows people, and I like to do different price points. So for example, if you're doing off your IDX or a website like this, I would want to do, like right here, just take this picture if you can. Let's see here. If I scroll down, so yeah, looks like I can't say, well, I would go grab, like I said, get 3 or 4 photos, and then that way you can upload them like you see I did here. And look at that, I got my ad. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit that create new form again, because I want that question, right? I want that form question. And again, I'm going to do, I might leave what's your time frame to buy. I'm going to get rid of ultimate guide to buying a home. And I'm just going to scroll down. If I want to do price reduce, I could. Would you like to be notified of builder incentives? I'm going to put yes to that, right? Yes. And do you have a home? If these were maybe higher end homes, or if I'm in an area, Terry, like you are maybe in Orlando, where there's, people that are downsizing, I might leave that one. Hit create new form. And that's it. And just hit, now there's other things I can do here as well. But at this point, I'm good to go. Just hit create ad. And again, that's going to be submitted to Facebook or Meta for review. Should be live in 10 to 30 minutes, and you're good to go. All right. Awesome. That was easy, right? Super easy. And that's going to cycle through. Let's give it a few seconds here. All right. So we did marketing a new construction unit, right, with the Facebook ad and the e-flyer to our database, which I think are great. We then did a IDX custom ad, again, using the Listings to Leads platform for the Facebook ads, where we got those custom questions before name, email, and phone number. That is phenomenal. And then the next thing I'm going to show you is under PDF guides. And this is pretty good. The new construction stuff works pretty well. So if I go to PDF guide right here, and yeah, maybe it's my internet is being a little slow today, but I'm gonna type in new con. That'll get me, new, I guess not. New construction. So buying a new construction home. I'm gonna click on marketing tools. Now this is also in Spanish and English, which is really cool. And so I could run an ad for a PDF guide, right? Lead ads, location, Orlando, Florida. I can change this, right? Free guide, pros and cons of buying new construction. Also ask for my exclusive builder incentive list for new construction in the Orlando area, right? Put a little bonus right there. I can add emojis and all that stuff. Again, $10 a day. Start, end. I got the autoresponder, it's already turned on. You don't need to do anything. Hit create ad. And now Oh, I would have done the questions again as well. So I've already shown you the questions a number of times. So I would have clicked and I would have added the same questions. What's your time frame to buy? Would you like the list of builder incentives? And maybe do you have a home to sell? So I always want to make sure I got those same questions when I'm doing new construction. And like before, I could have used a video, a custom image. I could have selected a different image, right? So all of it is editable. We got Google ads. So if you're into doing Google, social media posts, I would definitely do the social media post. This is a great, and again, I can change the image, edit the image, right? My own custom one. And the really cool thing is when they click the social media post automatically, it's just going to go right to the landing page, right? So when I post this up to Google, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, it's going to link automatically. So there's really nothing I need to do other than post it. And I can come in here and edit it and say, so for example, maybe I've got let me look at Terry Ann's thing here again. So if I go, yeah, Terry, you might want to, it's a little interesting how like I can't get back to your homepage because every time I hit the back button, it just goes back to the main website. And that, so you're going to lose people. So I would kind of check on this a little bit because now I can't get back to that same list. Maybe if I refresh. The problem is most people won't know to do that. All right. So let's say I want to promote this right here. So I might just go new construction homes at, and then I'm going to come back here and just grab the text. And I could do this right in a Facebook ad for the listing. So I could have added that listing or a listing from it to my account. And I can change even that picture, and I'm offering a guide, but also information about that particular development. All right, we've got the e-flyer for your database. I highly recommend this one. All right, here's one thing a lot of people will do. Again, just copy this, go to your CRM, like we talked about before, drop it into your CRM, send it out, and now send yourself a test email first. Always send a test email to yourself. But when you send this out through your database, all people have to do is they click the image and it downloads the guide automatically. And it will have your signature at the bottom, just like before. You can send a test email from here, but this is really, really awesome. A lot of people will take these emails from the PDF guides and they actually add them to their follow-up campaigns in Lofty and Brivity and Follow Up Boss and what have you. So these emails can work in almost any CRM and are a really awesome supplement to the campaigns that you already got. All right. So just, for whether it's new construction or any of them, just come in here and either do the copy code option or just the copy paste option. Either way, it takes 30 seconds. And now I've got an email to send out of my database. We were talking to a agent the other day. Man, he's got a database, his campaign, and nothing was working well. And I told him, like, dude, this is the kind of stuff you want to send out. I mean, we do those current event emails for your database, right? Pending home sales, existing home sales, mortgage applications. We do all that. But these for the PDF guides are also really fabulous. And I get people every few weeks, somebody else will email me or reach out to me and just say, hey, my God, I'm using those guides. I'm using the emails. I drop them into my CRM and I'm sending them out and people download them and I call them up. We have a conversation. So whether it's like 5 dangers of overpricing your home, 6 secrets to selling your home in any season, right? We got like 80 different guides. So start using those guides, right? So new construction, obviously we're talking about today, But yeah, make sure you're using that. Okay. Last up will be landing pages. So we talked about, again, marketing a new construction unit, single family home, condo. We talked about new construction IDX. So at your IDX website, how to run an ad to that. We then talked about the PDF guide and a couple of the different tools there that are really good to use. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is landing pages. So I click landing pages, and you're going to see the new construction right here. Now, yours will look different because I've customized mine. So I'm going to click on the edit first on the top far right. And let me just show you a few quick little edits you can make. So I can change the background and I can shade it. I don't really need to shade that one. Oh yeah, that looks better. The social media image, so I can upload a brand new one, edit this one, whatever I want. In fact, let me just, I don't like that color. So you can just see here, I can change the color. And I can use RGB, hex code. I can change the text like we did before. And again, like I said, I could just upload a completely new image if I wanted to. So I got styles and color of the page itself. And so I've got the gold and blue. And again, I'm gonna turn that off. I didn't save it before. I'll save it a little bit later. Custom page content, that is where that countdown counter, right? This little countdown clock. So you have a lot of different options. And I chose, for new construction, I love the counter because it's counting down, and a lot of new construction will have incentives, and a lot of incentives will have a ending date. And so here you can see I put 3.99% special financing if signed by March 30th. All right. And in fact, I should update that to April. So April 30th. And I'm going to change March to April. Hit preview. And now it says signed by April 30th. So perfect. And then if I want to change the text on the lead form, it's just right here. So again, Terry Ann, right? So at your website, you had all of these great developments. So, but if I want to create a unique landing page for just that development, I can do that just like what we're doing here. And because once I do that, and I got other options I can do, but once I do that and I save it the way I want it, click on the green marketing tools button. And now I can do my Facebook and Instagram ad like we've done a few times already. So let that cycle up. So again, I got Facebook lead ad, location, budget, start and end date, change the template, change image. So again, I can upload a couple of different images, change this image, edit that image. I could do a video. So Terry, if you got like a quick video of you maybe at that development, right? Kind of walking people through the development for a few seconds, and then they can click the video and go right to the lead form. Advanced options. I can retarget, custom audience, but I like to stay away from that for this kind of an ad. Here are those questions again. So again, name, email, and phone number. What's your time frame to buy? Would you like an ultimate guide to buying a home? Again, I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to select the one for new construction. So would you like to be notified when similar listings hit the market? That's a good one. And right there. Would you like me to send you current builder incentives or specials? That's a phenomenal question. Because again, most people are going to say yes to that. And when people think they're going to get the list of incentives, again, I'm going to call you up. So Terry, I'm going to call Terry up and say, hey, Terry, this is Scott. you request some more information about the new construction properties at Oasis Oaks Reserve, and I wanted to get you a list of some of the great builder incentives that they got out right now. Would you like that list for Oasis Oak Reserves only, or are you looking at some other areas as well? Right. And so I would use that as the basis to get them to engage with me before I actually even send the list. Maybe after about 2 or 3 days, if they don't get back with me, maybe I send them an email with some of the incentives available and say, call me and we can go through. There might be a few more that are available. Maybe they're not public. Maybe you've talked to the developer and you got more information that maybe other people don't know, or you got other incentives at other projects. So yeah, take a look at that and just hit create ad. And you are done. In just a few minutes, you got a phenomenal ad. And again, we got Google ads, we got a social media post, we've got the e-flyer for your database, just like before, right? Social media post. And again, I can change the image, edit the image, change the top, the text, and so on. All right. Any questions for me before we go? Easy stuff. All right. Very easy stuff. Again, whether you're doing a particular unit, whether you're doing the development, whether you want to do new construction at your IDX, you want to promote the new construction PDF guide. All right. You have a lot of different options. You can create unlimited landing pages for all the different new construction in your area. And that way you can have, on your Facebook page, I would post a new one, every week. Again, have like the featured new construction unit and development of the week. So the unit and the development will be the same, right? The unit is in that development. And I would every week promote a new one. And if you get like 6, I'm sure most of you got at least 6 to 8 in your areas, and you can just rotate your favorite 6 to 8 new development units. And pretty quickly, you're going to be looked at as an expert in new construction. All it takes is you doing it for a few weeks, a few months, and people start going, Terry Francis, man, she's all over that new construction. All right. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. If there's nothing else, I will let you go. And again, make sure I'm going to drop in one more time. I'm going to drop in the link for joining our school, because that just happened with Jerry. Excuse me, whether you mail, door knock, call, text, email, people are getting listings like crazy. All right. With our expired relaunch package, we go over it 4 to 5 times a week. So every Monday, every Wednesday, we do 2 to 3 webinars a day going over these. All right. How to use them. And it's all in our school. And you got different options, DIY, done for you options as well. So get in there, take a look at it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.